I pulled over to the side of the road because I felt as though I needed to talk to you guys. I need to prioritize these videos. I really do. Something keeps telling me I need to do that. So here I am. The hero's journey is swirling in my head. I don't know if you're familiar with the hero's journey. I remember studying it in school. I remember studying it in my favorite class ever, mythology. And the reason it was my favorite class ever was because I didn't realize how relevant all of these stories are and how unified they are in terms of their themes and their archetypes. It is incredible to see cultures throughout the world share similar ideals, and the stories are different, but the underlying messages of most religions and cultures are generally the same. And it's incredible to see the human species as a whole share these ideals when they're across mountains, before they even knew each other, before they even had contact with one another. And that all relates to Carl Jung's collective consciousness. Hey stranger, Elaine, Aeris here. I am here to pick you up and expand your mind today. Allegedly, we all have a hero's journey that we have the opportunity to go on in our lives, but most of us get stuck in phase 2, and we have a refusal of the call because it's too scary an undertaking for a lot of us. It involves so much inner work and self-reflection and trials and ordeals, confrontations, self-development to achieve the highest possible versions of ourselves in our timeline. And I'm not saying there's multiple timelines. I don't know. I don't know the workings of the world. People say they know. You just can't know, okay? You can't know the truth about all existence. I don't believe you if you say you do. Hero's journey. Some call it destiny. Do you believe in destiny? Do you? It's your prerogative to believe in destiny or not. I like to believe that we have the opportunity for destiny, but it's very scary, and it feels safer to a lot of us, especially given our societal programming, to just stay in the comfort of a regular life. And that's okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with a simple life. If your destiny is just to be a mom and live in a quiet cottage somewhere, or just be with your kids, cool. That's awesome. That's awesome that you have found your destiny and your fulfillment. Before I even got here on this planet, there was something in my subconsciousness buried that knew at a certain age something was going to happen, and I can only describe it as being activated when I hit about that Jesus age. I can only describe it as being activated, and that's when stuff got very spiritual and supernatural and scary and overwhelming, and I had mental health issues. However, each time that I had an episode, I acquired all of this insane knowledge about human existence. It felt like divine knowledge, and it felt like divine knowledge about myself and my being and my essence. It felt divine, and you don't have to believe me. That doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is I was changed fundamentally on a very deep level, and I have not been able to shake it. I have not been able to shake these experiences, these episodes, whatever you want to call them. They've made me feel so connected to humanity on such a profound level. I have not been able to shake what I have endured, and all I can think is that I need to do something with these experiences for the greater good, and I hope I'm on the right path in talking to you guys. It's all I can really think to do is to sort of share whatever wisdom I have acquired during enduring all of this. I believe there is a beautiful path for all of us to take, but most of us do remain in that state where we get a call to adventure and we want to stay safe, so we refuse the call. And that's really okay. If you want to refuse the call, you can. But I do believe with every fiber of my being that if there is a destiny for you out there that feels magnificent and glorious, and it feels almost too good to be true to be able to attain a life like that. It feels like this glimmering oasis, this glimmering island in the distance that you just need to adventure to travel to. It might be your destiny calling, and you might never be able to be 100% content with what would be construed as an ordinary life. I know it all sounds a little crazy, but technically I'm crazy, or at least I have been. And there's something about losing your sanity, officially, on paper, losing your sanity, that humbles you. It is ridiculous, guys. What is this? What is this? What is life, guys? What is life? The hero's journey. Have you heard any call to adventure? Let me read through the steps really quickly for you. So Joseph Campbell wrote this book. I read it way back when. It outlines all the stuff that happens to someone who answers a calling and lives the highest possible version of their life. So they start out in the ordinary world. They receive a call to adventure. And this can kind of tie into when they meet a spiritual mentor or someone that is going to help guide them on their journey. And it's not even necessarily someone they meet in real life. It could be like someone on YouTube. Like, I have a couple of YouTube mentors who I feel like really opened up my mind and really helped me see things. There's usually a refusal of the call, and there's a crossing of a threshold. So into another world almost. It can also be, though, the threshold of your mind. You can start delving into the recesses of your mind, and all of these things might come up. You'll be tested. There will be allies. There will be enemies, temptations. There's a deep cave or abyss, like the depths of hell, basically, which I have been to. Metaphorically speaking, I have been through the depths of hell in my mind. Very scary stuff. I'm not scared of anything other than my own thoughts and my own mind. I'm going to be very real with you. There's an ordeal that the hero faces. There's a reward if they are successful in this ordeal. But if they aren't successful on this journey, they're just going to keep repeating all of these things until the lesson is learned. But if they have obtained that boon, that reward, there's a road back, a return to the ordinary world, a return to the light. They are resurrected, transformed, a new being, a new person. So this could be someone coming back with all of this wisdom, and they could be just a completely different person. They're returning with the elixir. Elixir? Oh gosh, elixir? They return with the elixir. And yay, they live happily ever after, I guess. A lot of us are capable of very spectacular, life-altering things. And I hope I can be one of those people, because I have such this desire to use everything I've been through to help make this crazy world a little more tolerable for the rest of us who have lived ordinary lives but have extraordinary dreams. I think there's a journey for us that we can follow if we want. But a lot of people get stuck in the refusal of the call. I just realized I'm wearing my Excalibur. I'm wearing my Excalibur sweatshirt. I love synchronicities like that. Yes, that is so cool. Excalibur. That is so cool. I didn't even know I was wearing that. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm home now. I guess that means it's time to do some graphic design. It's time to design some literal trash. That has to be my destiny. Designing trash for the rest of my life. In the words of Mitch Hedberg, when someone hands you a flyer, it's like they're saying, here, you throw this away. I love that guy. Oh, I'm so sad he's not around to make all these puns and word plays anymore. Gosh, the way that guy's mind functioned, it was something else. It was something else. Oh, and speaking of, I think I have a Joseph Campbell quote for you, though, to go out on. So, thanks for joining me today. Like and subscribe. What is the Joseph Campbell quote? The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek.